What going YouTube, man? It's your boy Smalls. I'm coming at y'all boys with another video, man. And today we're reacting to how a 5-year-old beef destroyed the greatest season in NBA history. Now, as y'all will see by the thumbnail, most likely he has Wemby and Chet in his genre. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm very intrigued. We got a 26-minute video. I'm sure there's a whole lot of interesting facts and things of that. Obviously, it's made by my dog, Jimmy High Roller. Always coming on with the bangers. But if you did click on this video, I truly do appreciate you watching. I'm saying, hope you're having a great and fantastic day. And shout out to Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, allowing me to be here, allowing y'all to be here. Never done for us, truly. Thank you, Jesus, man. I'm also live on Twitch as I am recording this video. My Twitch is Jada Smalls. It will be linked down below in the description, man. But with all that being said, without further ado, let's get straight into it, baby. We got a great one on our hand today, baby.
Most times in the NBA, when players have beef,
I was supposed to be record this like an hour ago, but my TikTok For You page was hitting, or like 40 minutes ago.
Usually nothing. Maybe some smack talk here and there, some friendly banter from time to time, a subtle jab, or some extra motivation for the next time.
Man, bro, Kenny Russ still hurt to this day.
Grow into something more, real rivalries with very real consequences. But more often than not, the respect is
KD,
mutual,
man.
and the beef players have is in the spirit of some good, admirable competition. But what if it wasn't?
Who's he?
What if it got so out of control, it altered the very history of the NBA?
See, all right, let me not.
When two players despise each other so much that the mere comparison of them is met with consequence.
Dang!
What if the beef began over something that never
Dude,
really
Victor is
even
crashing
mattered in the first place?
Oh. And 3, 2, 1.
Today's video is sponsored by Rollers and
y'all
bonus
boys,
bets
man.
if
You
their
know
bet
what I'm
win. Roller only on DraftKings.
Get out of here, buddy.
The first mention of Wemby and Chet together in some degree, at least from what I could find, was in a basketball forum all the way back in December of 2020, where a user...
I remember Wemby and Chet in high school, bro. I remember, well, I didn't really hear too much until Wemby, until like the USAA John, and I'm still like, bro, I remember we used to call him in 2K because me and my homeboy used to play My League all the time, but Chet, bro, that man Chet was going crazy back in high school, bro.
Ask the question, who are your top 5 players for the class of 2021 and 2022? Every single answer that followed containing
Chet Holmgren, Marcus Camby,
and
bro, Emoni Bates. Ah, bro, Emoni Bates is supposed to be a dog.
Chet Holmgren, but in different orders. Chet 2, Wemby 3, Chet 1, Wemby 3,
a better version
Wemby
of
2,
Bol Bol.
Chet 3, Wemby 1, Chet
Sean
2.
Bradley, that's
2020
disrespectful,
doesn't
bro.
feel too long ago, but anyone who had Victor as the best prospect in this class was well ahead of the curve.
Facts.
Since at the time,
I mean,
he
I
was
would've
just
been there.
16 years old and had about 10 months of film on his resume where he looked like an actual child trapped in a giant's body. Chet, on the
Look
other
like, bro, this man Victor look like a jit.
months of film on his
And picture this, bro. This kid right here is probably giving you 40. I don't know about me. But this, what, how old is he? Maybe like 15, 16-year-old kid right here is giving you 40. Remember the, what, was it at, what, 17 or 18? Or no, what, between like 16 and 18, wasn't he dropping off Rudy Gobert, and that's when he was winning his DPOYs? This man look like a stray kid.
resume where he looked
Or maybe
like an
he was
actual
low, he was
child
low older.
trapped in a giant's body. Chet, on the other hand, was the #1 ranked prospect in America in his senior year of high school, already committed to Gonzaga.
Him and Jay Suggs.
2 years older than Wemby. Ironically, Victor wasn't even in the class of 22. He was a member of the 23 NBA draft class. This question should have never even involved Victor in the first place. But fate would have it that these two would be compared long before they ever even faced one another. Due to COVID restrictions at the time, any and all potential interactions between the two were held off until the following season. But 7 months later,
Wait, what? These brothers couldn't interact at all? Or they just talking about like coaches and stuff?
in the summer of 2021, Wemby and Chet would match up for the first time in their careers, in a game that would spark the most heated rivalry in basketball today.
Most heated rivalry, brother. Are you sure about that one?
In July of 2021, the FIBA Basketball U19 final came down to the USA versus France, the most highly anticipated matchup of the summer.
Bro, there was nobody. Bro, come on, bro. You gotta have at least a tiny bit longer shorts than this, bro. Anyway, Dang, jacking these stands,
World
bro.
Championship on the
What the heck
line.
going
As
on,
usual,
bro?
Team USA had a stacked roster featuring 10 future NBA players,
Dang.
some of which include Jaden Ivey, Peyton Watson, Kenny Lofton, Ryan Kolkbrenner, and the best player in the country, Chet Holmgren.
I do not remember
France,
Ryan Kolkbrenner, bro.
Well, they had a 17-year-old Victor Wembanyama, who at the time was already seen as the best prospect in the world, regardless of age.
Duh.
The freakish frames and tools of both Wemby and Chet sparking conversations of similarities between the two. Both slim, lengthy big men with offensive games far too sharp for their size and NBA-ready defensive instincts. Who's better? Who is the rarer unicorn? By the end of this game, those questions were answered. Victor Wembanyama was clearly a step above everyone else.
What was the stat line?
Chikambu, Wembanyama. Emahi Balu gets inside.
Francis keeping. Whoa, France, bro. The fact that France was even hanging in there and they only have, only got one player, which obviously Victor, bro. USA, you got some explaining to do, bro. Damn,
Gets rejected by Wembanyama.
man, Victor, feet on damn.
Pump fake
Man,
and puts it up.
oh my
He is
God.
fouled. Feeling that every possession important. Wembanyama for three. Chikambu drives in.
Don't let me find out USA lost this game. Where did you into the stream are going?
Again, Lofton, and this time rejected. Hand on it.
It's another tough shot attempt for them.
Miles, he gets blocked by Wembanyama.
Despite
So you're telling me this man Victor bring? I mean, I know they played back in the old days. You know what I'm saying, when they were younger. So you're telling me this man Victor has just been whooping on the USAians since he was 15, 16, 17 years old, bro. Maybe even 14, bro. Bro, France legit has one player on the team, and that is Victor, and they're barely losing, first of all, to a USA team with 10 future NBA draft picks, bro. Let alone other people that are cold during that time. And then regardless, he just still giving them the beats, bro. Still giving them the work, bro. I would have had Victor. I would have been the idiot report and said Victor might be better than LeBron, might be a better prospect than LeBron, Raymond James. After I seen that, obviously he was skinny, things like. Boy, so Chet just always gonna be getting bail from Victor, bro. I mean, he's been getting bail, but like, dang.
being the youngest player on the
my
court and finishing the game with 22, 8, and 8. As very
Tough.
visibly the best player on the floor, Team USA narrowly
He
edged
fell
out
out.
France, beating them 81 to 83. And to add insult to injury, the tournament MVP was none other than Chet Holmgren. Wemby happened
Cap.
to settle for a silver medal and a spot on the all-tournament team. Now, for most players on the brink of a promising NBA career, this entire tournament would be non-consequential, irrelevant within a few months. But Victor Wembanyama isn't like most players. As the awards were being handed out, Victor could be seen with a look of almost disgust. If you didn't know any better, you'd think
Man,
France
Victor
came in
don't be
dead
taking
last
none-
by the
none
way
light,
Victor
bro.
handled this loss. Moping around, head down, dragging his feet, disinterested in the whole thing. Appalled even that they didn't win the tournament and he didn't win MVP. A moment that Victor Wembanyama recalls as the worst basketball memory of his life.
This is why I love Victor. He got that dog in him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like these other, you know what I'm saying, like these other boys that ain't really got that dog. Or they really don't be caring like that for real. Like, some of them might be acting like they care, but they really don't. This man, Victor, bro, this is a, I ain't gonna lie, to be fair, bro, this France and USA game don't really mean too much, bro. He went crazy and all that. So most players, you know what I'm saying, I'm probably chilling, like, you know, I just went crazy, like, you feel me? Like, we lost to USA by 2, and obviously a lot of France, like, we as a team, we ain't, no. My brother is over here moping around and doing all of the extra stuff, showing how much he cares. That's where that dog comes in, bro. And the thing is, bro, most people don't got that no more. And then you got a dude who's probably going to be the greatest of all time as long as injuries don't get in the way. Potential, which he will be the greatest of all time if you don't get hurt. Come on, bro.
Saying, quote, just thinking about it makes my jaw clench. It's a regret. An unfilled hole inside me that I have to fix.
Dang.
This quote is borderline concerning. These are
Yeah, I don't think you should be taking it that serious, bro. I don't know about that one.
And move on to a bright NBA career. Unbeknownst to him, Chet Holmgren created a void in the career of the best basketball prospect on the planet. And by any means necessary, Victor was going to spend the next half-decade filling that void.
Bro said he created a void that I still have to fix. That's OC.
By the start of the 2023-24 NBA season, Chet and Wemby were slated to face off in their first NBA matchup. But this wasn't just their first matchup in the league against each other. Although Chet was drafted a year before Wemby, an injury sidelined Holmgren for what should have been his rookie season.
I forgot about
not
that, bro.
Not only would they be battling for Rookie of the Year that entire season,
Chet Holmgren, wait, what?
rookie season. And so
Whoever idiot had Chet Holmgren is nice, don't get me wrong. Whoever had Chet Holmgren winning Rookie of the Year over Victor, obviously he's irrelevant now. But actually, no. To a degree, it is kind of relevant. But anyway, whoever had Chet Holmgren over Victor Wembanyama to win Rookie of the Year, bro, do you not watch basketball? Are you not seeing what we're seeing? Brother, what does Chet Holmgren do better than Victor? I mean, obviously, like, it's a lot easier to say that now because we've seen both of them. But, like, even then, what are we talking about? Like, sometimes, bro, I don't understand how some of these people are like the analysis and like the player evaluators and all that. Because I didn't seen it back in the day. I don't know how it was so hard to see Victor is.
not only would they be battling for Rookie of the Year that entire season, the very first game of their respective careers were, of course, against one another. Now, this was a preseason game. It should not have meant anything at all. And it didn't mean anything to anyone besides Chet and Wemby. Both of them going suspiciously hard in a preseason game in early
you know what I'm
October.
saying?
Despite
They're
a few
getting compared
viral
their whole
moments
life,
from
bro.
Wemby, the
Obviously.
Thunder came back and won the game, and it was Chet who outplayed Victor in just about every measurable way.
Damn.
And in the very first public stoking of the fire, Chet tweeted this after the game, as if Victor needed any more motivation.
Ooh, Chet, brother. Messed up there, sir.
With a hole inside him that needed to be fixed, needed any more fuel to the fire, Chet Holmgren just doused it with a gallon of gasoline in front of the entire world.
Not a
And
smart
thus,
move
this
by
rivalry
you
officially
there, brother.
began. In his post-game interview, Chet was
Yo,
asked about his
Chet-
budding
Chase, we're
rivalry
going.
with Wemby, to which he had this to say.
I know you and Victor have been connected for years, even though you haven't played against each other very much. And he just was saying that he thinks this is going to be the start of a lot of really good games against each other. Do you feel that way?
100%. You know, I played against him a couple years ago in FIBA, and you know, I plan to play a long time, and I'm sure he does too. So there'll be no choice but to, you know, go back and forth. So
And he was right. There has, in fact, been no choice but to go
Good
back and
answer,
forth.
good answer.
Even before their first regular season matchup, their relationship was already being labeled as the makings of NBA's next intense rivalry. By their second matchup of the
See,
season,
now,
the intensity
looking at it in the
between
future now, I'm not
had
sure.
already built
It
up
look-
to
it
the
looked like
point where
Wemby's
they
just gonna
were
take that one, bro, I'm be
abandoning
honest.
sets
From my
altogether
knowledge.
to go at each other one-on-one. Wemby going out of his way to show
Facts.
Chet and the rest of the world there should have never been a comparison in the first place. The numbers on the scoreboard briefly becoming irrelevant in these moments. Now again, Chet didn't really even do anything to deserve this. An innocent bystander who just happened to cross paths with an alien in a FIBA tournament.
It's
But
only
Wemby had a
because
hole
he's probably like he's like 7. He's the closest person to frame with Wemby. That's probably why he's getting dragged in this, bro.
inside him, and he was fixing it. After the game, the media only made things worse by leading
Oh,
off with a slew of
Chet,
questions about
yeah.
the rivalry and what the two thought of
tweaking.
it.
Yeah, in terms of not matching up directly with Chet, you guarded him defensively.
Bro, why does Chet Holmgren look like he's defeated?
I mean, it's obviously like human nature, but you know, to really be uncommon and not just do what everybody else does, you have to kind of fight that. And obviously, that's the headline that you guys have. That's what ESPN's promoting. That's what the NBA is promoting, and rightfully so. You know, Vic's a great player. You know, I think I have a long way to go in this league, but you know, I plan to be a great player.
Good
I
answer.
wasn't matched up against him the whole game. You know, my first goal is always to win, and I don't in a game like this, I don't think about that, especially in a loss.
First impression of these two unicorns and their potential in the league, it was a fairly even matchup. Wemby was
answer.
great, but so was Chet. Their names still intertwined, and for many fans, they were each other's equal.
This is potentially the beginning of something special, not only for the two of them individually, but the two of them head to head.
I think both of these guys are studs. They're future stars. You think that there's a better version of me, or I've already bettered him in under 19? There's a competitiveness that you see from Chet. I don't know about that from Victor yet. I believe that he is that dude because he has all of the talent and all of the skills, and he's mature.
He is.
Now, I don't know when he's saying this, bro. So, I'm cutting him some slack here. If you genuinely think Victor Wembanyama, the future goal, as long as injuries don't get in the way, if you genuinely think that he's... First of all, Victor's already better than Chet. Let's start there. All right. Second of all, if you genuinely think that Victor's going to let Chet outdog him, outplay him, and outdo him, you must be out of your mind, Richard.
Beyond his years, as everyone says, but I do know that both of these guys seem like they're uber talented and they have some dog in them.
The league needs Victor Wembanyama. They need Chet Holmgren to be players that are transcendent.
This, however, did not last very long. By the end of their rookie seasons, Wemby had firmly asserted himself as not just the
okay, so that was before. All right, I was about to say, bro.
But the future face of the league. A season that was capped off with Wemby's first triumph over Chet.
Bro legit looked like a top 5 player in the league in his rookie year, bro.
To now the unanimous winner of Rookie of the Year. Victor Wembanyama lived up to the hype.
The unanimous NBA selection for Rookie of the Year. Only the 6th time in NBA history.
I remember when people trying to call him a bust in the summer league.
Unanimous. He was the 3rd #1 draft choice.
What has it meant? Everything, you know.
Victor didn't just win
bro. I ain't lie, bro. I mean, he liked that he got it, bro. He ain't even worried about that. Like you know what I'm saying? Easy, cool. I should have. Dang, 99. Gosh, bro, he beat him by 200 points. Whoever the heck voted pause, bro, stop glazing, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Warriors fan, bro. You are glazing. There is no way on this planet anybody besides Victor is crazy. But Chet, whatever, bro. Brandon Miller, stop. Jaime Jaquez, stop. Pods, bro, you are out of your mind.
He won it
bro.
unanimously, and more importantly, he stopped Chet from winning it.
I mean, you can come up with 50 pros and cons for each of us on who's on our team, what we're playing for. At the end of the day, what is the criteria? This is my thing with all NBA awards. Like, what is the criteria? It's hard to. It's all in the eye of the beholder. So it's like, who has more voters that believe in their side of the criteria? I guess. Like, I mean, all credit to him for a great season and everything. And we're not rookies anymore. So like,
I mean, you didn't play your next game though.
You what?
I played more than 82 though. So that's the rule on our team.
Wait.
Play more than 82.
Wait,
is that still?
Hey, buddy. Hey, Chet Holmgren, sir. It doesn't matter if you swap Victor and you on Spurs. He's on the Thunder, bro. If he was on the Thunder, oh brother, let's not even go there. Victor and Shea, the NBA would be on lock for the next 10 to 15 years, bro. Maybe even 20. Okay, I don't know, but 10 to 15 years on lock. Let's start there. Second of all, in no way, shape, form, or fashion are you better than Wemby at Jack. Shooting, Wemby. Dribbling, Wemby. Defense, Wemby. Boards, Wemby. Blocks, Wemby. Bucket getter, Wemby. Chet, relax, bro. Just because you're on the bro, don't worry. The Spurs, it's so crazy looking at this now because if you look at it now, because obviously this is before this season started, look who owns the Thunder. I mean, yeah, the Thunder just, I ain't like, this gave him the belt last time. It's still 3-1. Look who's owning the Thunder. The Spurs. And the Spurs is crazy young, bro. I mean, Thunder are young too. But, like, they got SGA. SGA, like, you know what I'm saying? And he's still young, but, like, he's like, what, probably like 26 or something. Best player, he's like a 98, 99 overall, bro. I'm be honest, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
most of y'all don't get the chance, though, because most rookies don't get into the playoffs. So you can't play more than 82,
yeah.
so, you know.
As much as they tried to deny it, this was a rivalry, and it was building quickly. And for just a moment, a small portion of that hole created in 2021 was fixed. But not for long. Wemby won this battle, but in the following season, Chet achieved something far bigger.
I mean, to be fair, like,
by the start of the
he's on a Thunder,
2024-25 season,
Wemby was hurt after like the All-Star
Wemby
break.
had taken a leap over Chet. Going into the season, Wemby had jumped all the way up the player rankings to 11th. Chet Holmgren, 32nd. Even in the description of his ranking, Chet unable to escape the expanding shadow of Victor's ascension. But despite the gap that he was building on Chet,
sadly,
Wemby was still unsatisfied with the fact that they were still being mentioned in the same breath. In fact, his disdain for Chet and the Thunder was only growing over time.
What happens when you bring up Chet to Victor?
Well, Chet is not exactly Candyman, but Victor will not even say the man's name.
Wow.
And that's pretty much been the theme ever since Victor Wembanyama arrived in San Antonio. I think it's because, you know, that there is a real budding rivalry here. And on both sides, both of those guys are trying to take the attention away from the rivalry and put it specifically on the teams, Oklahoma City and San Antonio. That's what's going on these days. But I'm telling you, they do not like each other. They respect each other, but you'll see it manifest itself on the court.
As Andrew Schlecht of The Athletic put it, Wemby was creating his very Voldemort. The kid was pouring lighter fluid on a fire that was already out of control. It only made matters worse when the Spurs acknowledged that they were using the Thunder as the blueprint for where they wanted to be in the future.
Okay,
it's the kind of motivation that can consume
bro,
a
if
man.
I'm Victor, bro, I'm looking at the Spurs a little different here, bro. I don't care if they're like the 73-9. I mean, I don't care if the Warriors with Kevin Durant, bro. Trying to copy Dane Neer or do something similar to the team that my rival's on is crazy.
If he isn't careful. And Wemby was eaten alive by it. In their first matchup of the season, Chet completely outclassed Wemby, holding him to just 6 points in statistically his worst game of the entire season.
This year? Oh no, that had to be last year.
Game. The Thunder won the matchup.
Oh yeah, that was last year. That was last year.
Favorites to win the title, and the Spurs were still trying to figure out how they could possibly keep up.
Yeah, the Spurs
a performance
were
that rekindled the Wemby versus Chet conversation. And before Victor could once again prove otherwise, he was dealt his biggest challenge yet.
Breaking news out of the NBA, according to our Shams Charania, Victor Wembanyama, the San Antonio Spurs star, is going to miss the rest of the season with what Shams is reporting, a form of a blood clot in his right shoulder. He is out for the season, and the Spurs believe that this is an isolated...
While the Thunder were
at least it was last year.
And Chet was blossoming into a vital piece on a potential championship
team. I mean, Chet good, like, obviously, bro.
With a season-ending injury. What's the worst-case scenario for a man hell-bent on revenge and willing to do anything to get it? Being helpless and out of commission while your adversary is inching closer to basketball immortality. Well, actually, that's not quite the worst-case scenario. But this is.
The Thunder have taken the NBA by storm. For the first time, the NBA champion resides in Oklahoma City. The storybook season is complete.
Tough.
It almost sounds like a work of fiction. This whole saga, this young man's rise to glory and his subsequent fall, idly watching his admittedly unjustifiable enemy achieve the ultimate goal. It's at this point where most players would probably let this whole thing go.
Bro, we need a Wemby versus, bro. We need a Spurs versus.
Realize that this beef has gotten out of
control. The Warriors got to be
on two different timelines with two different paths. It's just not worth it to hold on to something that, in the grand scheme of things, is so insignificant. But Victor Wembanyama is not like most players.
You personally have not faced this team since October 2024. You didn't know it had been that long?
I knew it had been long, but I didn't know it had been more than a year.
In what ways does today's version of you approach that matchup differently?
I mean, with much more experience in this league, in life, much more knowledge, I would say, of who we are as a team. It's going to be a totally different game than any before.
By the start of the 2025-26 NBA season, a lot had changed over the last year. Wemby was back and ready to play basketball again. He made another jump in the preseason player rankings from 11th to 5th. Chet also made a jump of his own, from 32nd to 24th. For the first time, Wemby was officially recognized as an NBA superstar. Oh, and Chet was now an NBA champion. And if seeing Chet win MVP in a U19 FIBA tournament created a void in Wemby, seeing a ring on his finger created a black hole ready to swallow up anything in its wake.
Wemby reportedly motivated by Chet Holmgren winning. Bro, this man... Bro, okay, I don't know it was that deep. Obviously, I just thought they didn't like each other probably a little bit or something, bro. This man, Wemby, genuinely does not like Chet at all, bro. This man is using Chet like how MJ uses okay, it's not that deep probably. But like Isaiah Thomas, it's not that, I'm not saying it's that deep, like you know how MJ did not like Isaiah Thomas, bro? That's how Wemby moving with Chet. Anything Chet do, bro, this man is going to irritate Wemby, regardless of what it is, bro. As long, bro said we're poorly motivated by Chet. Bro didn't say it, brother. Thunder, how young, nothing. Bro don't even say his name in around ever since he got to San Antonio, bro. And I love it.
Recently asked if he considers there to be a rivalry between him and Chet, Wemby said, "No, I don't think about that. At least from a basketball standpoint, there's no comparison between us."
Bro.
What does Wemby think about the comparison? Well, his feelings hadn't changed. He's so appalled by it, he thinks
every time he play the Thunder, you know it'll be going straight through his head, bro. Stop lying. OKC finally got one. I ain't gonna lie, they did give him a beat,
but
bro. I
maybe we should be asking Chet how he feels about the rivalry.
Do you consider yourself and Victor Wembanyama a rival?
W instigator, by the way.
I don't think it's ever been up to players or teams to declare rivalries, so you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Regardless of what the fans or the media
that smile
think,
tells you
there is
everything you
nothing
need
we
to
can
know,
do
bro.
about the 7'6" basketball demigod who's out for revenge. A man hyper fixated on specifically making
we're going
sure
by the way,
you
KJ.
never one up him again. His disdain for Chet at this point no longer subtle or cordial. Fans and the media taking notice that this is not your average friendly back and forth. Wemby is a man possessed, and Chet Holmgren wants nothing to do with it. But while the Spurs were still trying to iron out some wrinkles and adjust to an evolving roster, the OKC Thunder were scorching the entire league. 10-1, 15-1, 20-1, entering conversations of...
And look what happens whenever you run in. I can't believe people thought they really might break the Warriors record. I can't believe I got delusionalized into even thinking that. And look what happened.
OKC having a good chance of breaking the all-time record for wins in a season, and Chet Holmgren, the right-hand man to the league MVP, with much larger sights than a beef with Wemby.
We've already sort of gone down the road. He says that he and Wemby have never really spoken. That rivalry is happening. I don't care what anybody says.
No, it's right in your face.
Is there a possibility that Wemby's a little in his head at the moment?
I think this thing is man-made.
Yeah,
listen,
we want this.
Okay, they're both 7-footers and they came out back-to-back years or whatever, and Chet was hurt. Other than that, that's where it ends for me. Like the real rivalry, it's levels to this conversation. The real rivalry to me is going to be SGA and Wemby. Those are the MVP candidates. Why would an MVP candidate have a rivalry with a guy that's not in that conversation? I think there's a lot of levels and a lot of layers to these conversations, and I think Wemby has graduated from that conversation of a rivalry with Chet.
It looked like there was nothing that could slow down OK.
Yo. I mean, at least to me, what I just heard is Chet ain't on Wemby level to even be a rivalry, to even be in the same conversation. Oh, Lou Will. I mean, he's not lying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he's lying, but dang. I mean, at least somebody said it. But he spent facts. I'm not gonna lie. Bro said it really should be him and SGA. Tough.
See. And for some, this rivalry was a thing of the past. When it came time for these two to face off again, at least on paper, the Thunder were a better team in the midst of what could have been the greatest season the league had ever seen.
Could have been,
but
yep,
after
keyword could have.
long months since the last time Victor saw Chet on the court, and 4 years after Chet stole his tournament MVP, on December 13th, the day had come, where he could finally get back to fixing that hole.
Missed the last 12. and he's getting ready to head onto the floor for his first action since November 14th. Harper pull up Jay, no.
Oh, that was the first time playing the playing game?
No good. Another offensive board for Wembanyama.
Them both, hey, the Thunder were seeing ghosts.
Wembanyama goes down, gives it up. Champagne, 3-ball.
Champagne.
Pocket. Teardrop, no, blocked out of there by Wembanyama.
San Antonio is quite a bit better with Victor Wembanyama.
Hey,
that's why you have
I'm already knowing.
With my experience.
Like, that's just so tough. No glaze, oh, no glaze, no glaze.
Dan Dwayne, Wemby's a plus 20.
Not a post up for a bid like Wemby. Is that
going on with that weak, huh? I'm already knowing.
Wembanyama with the rejection on home.
Wembanyama changes
What's wrong with
everything at the defensive end of the floor. Everything.
It's over to Wembanyama. Made the catch. Fading away. Wembanyama got it back. Fires. And it drops.
Hey, my mother's gone.
I'm just bigger than you. That's all this boils down to. I'm big.
You snapped their 16-game winning streak, just their second loss of the season. We saw your emotions throughout this one, as everyone's saying that the Thunder is a team that is almost unbeatable. What does this win say about where this group is right now?
It says a lot, and it says a lot.
You want to laugh because talking about the Thunder almost unbeatable. You know.
It's gonna be in the future. I mean, that's only their second loss of this season. It means something.
For the Spurs, the same starting five we have seen.
Obviously I didn't see like that's pregame. That's tough.
Over Chet Holmgren. Harper throw it up. Wembanyama dumps it. Go back out. Wembanyama shot clock in 6.
Step back.
Stepping back for 3. First double-digit lead for the Spurs. Up 12. It's going crazy. What a Christmas gift.
Dang, I mean, I know they gave him Bill, but seen it again.
Now, I would like with my teammates to introduce a little new tradition.
I don't know how I feel about the tradition though, but I mean, hey.
The San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You got that bell on Christmas,
Western
man.
Conference rivalry. Wembanyama continues to have a profound impact for the Spurs positively, both the offensive end of the floor and the defensive end of the floor. They're on cue, Wemby with the buy one, get one free right now. Sure feels like one.
Hey!
Wemby with an exclamation point.
What's
Just
wrong
to let
on
you
this?
know, beyond by the three-point circle. One dribble pull-up and a propitious roll and a shooting touch to his teammate Wiggins and got him back on the glass. As Wemby pulls one at the other end for 3. Got it back and lays it home. We got a whistle. Spectacular pass by Wembanyama. Off the wide action, Wemby pulls the 3. Come on.
Not only are they kicking their ass on the floor, but they're letting them hear about it. The passion, the noise talking. And not only have they beaten them 3 straight times, they punked them 3 straight times.
How much fun was it to be back in the mix again after having to wait the last few weeks to play?
Oh, I mean, you can't imagine. Just get better, do some beautiful things. And I just wanted to be a part of it, you know, and I'm glad that we can still do it when I'm here. I have no doubt, of course, but I'm just glad to be a part of something that's growing to be so beautiful and so pure and ethical basketball, you know.
Conjuring up what could only be described as superhuman levels of pettiness, Victor Wembanyama unleashed 4 years of frustration upon Chet and the OKC Thunder, beating a team that only had one
it's still
loss
coming
in
though.
nearly
I realize you got
2
that bell. It's still
months
coming.
and was well on track to being the greatest regular season team of all time. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in a 12-day span, purely out of spite. Now, of course, Wemby wanted to win these games. 12 days.
And of course it's
purely
Chet who
out of
missed.
spite. Now, of course, Wemby wanted to win these games, but the far more pressing matter was making sure Chet lost. At every conceivable opportunity, Victor made it abundantly clear that this was personal, morphing into Chet's very own boogeyman and playing each and every possession like his life depended on it. flexing on him, throwing down windmills after the whistle, addressing the people, and creating an entirely new tradition from scratch. But not
Wait,
only
that started after they beat the Thunder. Oh yeah, he's overly big. I love it.
Beat the Thunder 3 times in a 2-week window. Victor Wembanyama and his insatiable thirst for vengeance single-handedly derailed what could have been the greatest regular season of all time. The Thunder's record leading up to that fateful December 13th night, 24-1, on pace to beat
the before Wemby effect and the after Wemby effect.
Wins record. Their record since that first matchup against the Spurs, 6-6.
Dang! So this is how Wemby and the Spurs made y'all boys act? 6-6 since they played the Thunder. Now it might be 7-6 now because they just beat them like what, yesterday. But dang, that brother Wemby really stopped some. The Spurs really made y'all start playing different. 26-6. And this what I can't believe how dare we even think they had a chance of really beating the record, bro. The fact that some people were even strong at first, like me, I was strong, but like, nah, but like, you're tripping. Even Loki got delusionalized into thinking they could, when obviously they could not. Victor's on that, man. Victor the GOAT.
The record now well out of reach. Now, to say the Thunder have completely unraveled simply because Victor is a resentful man who is hell-bent on not letting things go may sound like a bit of an overestimation of the damage Wemby inflicted onto this franchise. Then again, if you told someone the future face of the NBA is still mad over a meaningless MVP he lost 5 years ago in an international tournament that nobody remembers,
go get it back,
and is still
bro.
seeking revenge on the poor guy who stole it from him to this day, that would probably sound like an overreaction too. For the Spurs, these wins were a step in the right direction, a sign that they could really compete and beat the best team in the league. But for Wemby, these wins were retribution. One step closer to
Wemby will forever have something against Chet Holmgren.
Intrinsic
will forever have it out
that there should have been no comparison, and that he is definitively better than Chet. A conclusion that all of us reached about 2 years ago.
Oh, hey man. Shout out to Jimmy Howard for the banger. We won 24 straight and they couldn't even win 10. I mean, Cage, that's true. You know what I'm saying? That's true and all. But them brothers gave y'all 3 of y'all, what y'all have, like 7, 8 L's now? The Thunder, they had a good little 24-1, I ain't gonna lie, but y'all are not like that. Like, I mean, y'all are good, obviously, but y'all are not like that. See what I'm saying? But anyway, man, if you did click on this video, I truly do appreciate you watching. I mean, if you did stay this long to the end of the video, man, I truly do appreciate you watching. And I react to the one on the right, but I did not react to the one on the left. So y'all always let me know if y'all want me to react to that. You know what I'm saying? But if you have not subscribed to the channel, man, please subscribe. And if you do want to become a member of the channel, that will be linked down in the description below. You know what I'm saying? But without that being said, man, without further ado, I will see y'all young boys and jet little two lanes. The next one, baby, man, I have a blessing in Jesus' name.